Hello everyone and welcome back to this week's Norman News at Home edition. I'm Alana Morgan. Stay tuned for news on Beverly Hills residents arrested in connection with the U.S. Capitol attack and more on COVID cases spiraling out of control in our city. Around the school in 30 minutes, this is the Norman News. The city of Los Angeles became the first county to hit 100 million COVID cases. Our healthcare system is currently strained with more than 7,500 people currently hospitalized. There has also been a reported death toll of around 14,000. There was also a statement saying that since the pandemic occurred, 1 in 3 residents have been recorded. It is also believed by officials that the variant has been present in LA County for a good amount of time and is continuously spreading throughout our city. However, it is important that you wear your mask and you social distance. We've been emphasizing this since the start of the pandemic. However, we won't make progress until more people start taking this virus seriously. Now we're going to send it to Jonah with some medical news.
Thanks, Alana. Last week, the Moderna vaccine was approved in the UK. This was a huge leap in the vaccine race for the coronavirus vaccine, and hopefully it can be approved in the US as well. The COVID-19 vaccine works by injecting the virus into the body in a low dose that cannot harm or infect the body, but can activate the body's immune reaction to target the virus and create antibodies that destroy the viral load in the body at the moment, or if the virus were to ever enter the body again. Now to Jackson with this week's sports review.
Thanks, Jonah. Many trades have happened this year in the NBA, but this has to be one of the biggest. Harden has been requesting a trade for some time now, and last week he got his wish. He was traded to the Nets to team up with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. The trade included the Nets sending Jarrett Allen and another player to Cleveland, while they also sent Caris LeVert and another player to the Rockets. The Nets also sent 3 first-round draft picks and 4 first-round pick swaps to the Rockets. The Rockets received Dante Exum and a first-round pick from the Cavs. Finally, the Nets acquired a second-round draft pick from the Cavs to complete the deal. Also in the news, CJ McCollum is expected to miss up to 4 weeks. While it was originally thought that he had only sprained his foot, it is now known that he has a small fracture in his left foot. CJ McCollum has been playing extremely well, so this is a very unfortunate injury. As the season continues, more games are being postponed due to COVID-19. It is unknown how this will affect the league in the future, but hopefully it will get better. Thank you, and now to some more sports.
Thanks, Jackson. The NBA has seen big news in the last week with the recent 4-team trade, which most notably revolved around James Harden. The Brooklyn Nets, who already have Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and DeAndre Jordan, have acquired a new star to the team. James Harden has been traded to one of the best teams in the league, and he had a triple-double in his first game with Brooklyn. Earlier in the season, Houston offered Harden one of the biggest contracts at $50 million a year. He declined this offer and decided to be on a team that is championship worthy. Let's see what the Nets can do with this new team and now to Rachel with entertainment.
This week we're going to be talking about the brand new movie All My Life. This movie's about 2 individuals named Jennifer Carter and Solomon Chow who fall in love and decide they want to spend the rest of their lives together. Their love story was perfect until tragedy hit: terminal liver cancer. Their plans to throw a wedding soon become out of question, but they manage to pull through and make the most out of the situation. Watch the full movie to find out if Solomon Chow's 1/5 chance of living turns out to be to his benefit. This movie was released on December 4th and may currently be watched on YouTube Premium. That's all for this week. Now grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and stay tuned for this week's new movie trailer.
The average person lives 27,375 days. That's all we get if we're lucky.
We just wanted to come over and say hi.
That first night we were standing at your door.
I am usually very witty and charming.
Bring it.
All right.
Fumbling for you.
Did you think
That's worse. That was
bad. I can't.
completely worse than the.
How about this?
No, abort. This is a horrible idea for a date.
Oh, so this is a date?
No.
Move in with me.
I will kick you out if you suck to live with. Jen, you're man.
I know, right?
I would serve this in my restaurant. Come on, chop, chop, chef.
All right, order up!
I didn't know how much I could love, actually love, till I met you. And I've never wanted anything more than for you to be my wife.
This is all I want on my wedding day. Saul?
Hey, if we get bad news, we should get a dog.
Don't say that. We're getting good news.
He's ours. They found cancer, and it spread. We don't have much time left. Maybe we skip all of it.
The wedding?
Just feels like a lot right now.
We knew that this was going to be hard. I am in this with you.
I can't do this to you.
You don't get to choose when I tap out.
Do I get to choose?
Not alone, not anymore.
This is going to be the happiest day of our lives.
Thank you for showing me what living is, what home is. You make me feel like I can do anything. We can do anything.
It's a 1 in 5 chance that I don't see next year.
4 out of 5 you do.
Every morning, I wake up and I choose you. I choose us.
A man from California has recently been arrested and charged for hiding in Chicago O'Hare International Airport for a duration of 3 months. His reasoning behind this was that the COVID-19 pandemic caused him to be afraid to get onto his plane. The 36-year-old was arrested Saturday on the basis of trespass and theft. It is left unclear why the unemployed man came to Chicago in the first place. He was finally spotted by 2 United Airlines employees and showed them a stolen badge. He was then reported and arrested. At his court hearing this past Sunday, the judge granted the man bail for $1,000. The man was also banned from ever going back into that airport. The judge clearly appeared to be troubled by the fact that someone was able to accomplish such a feat, considering how many airports are required to be secure places that are safe for passengers to travel. The man is scheduled to return to court on January 27th.
Traveling during the pandemic is risky, but some ways of transportation are riskier than others. Although the CDC says that many viruses and germs do not spread very easily during flights, staying socially distant is hard while on a plane, especially when on crowded flights. Even though you will most likely be required to wear a face covering when on a flight, not being 6 feet apart puts you at a higher risk of contracting the coronavirus. Going to the airport requires you to spend time in different areas throughout the airport, such as security lines and airport terminals. Even though airports have safety precautions in place, such as cleaning services and hand sanitizing stations, many areas throughout the airport have high-touch surfaces. Now to Alana with local news. Thanks, Natalie. We are all aware of the attack that happened at the U.S. Capitol earlier this month. Now we are finding out about 3 Beverly Hills residents who were connected with the United States Capitol attack. Overall, the 3 who were arrested by the FBI and were assisted by the Beverly Hills Police Department, which led to a pursuit to federal charges filed in Washington, D.C. Now they are expected to be in federal court Tuesday afternoon in downtown L.A. We will keep you updated with any more news we find out about this case. Now to Jonah with some school news.
Thanks, Alana. Normans, this week you will be meeting with your counselor during your English period in order to sort out your schedule for next year. Please make sure to fill out your course request form before you meet with your counselor, since your meeting will be all about the classes you chose on that list. If you are uncertain about a class and did not want to add it on your request form, make sure to let your counselor know so they can add you or drop you from a class as soon as possible. Now to Natasha with this week's weather forecast.
Thanks, Jonah. Welcome to this week's live weather forecast for the week of January 22nd, 2021. This week in Los Angeles, we will see an average of 57 degrees with a high of 62 and a low of 53. Today we'll be experiencing cloudy skies with a 30% chance of rain with a high of 62 and a low of 44. Saturday, temperatures lower a bit with a high of 61 and a low of 43. Sunday, we'll be experiencing the same temperatures with cloudy skies with a high of 61 and a low of 43. Monday, the rain returns with a high of 63. Tuesday, there will be partly cloudy skies with a high of 61. Finally, on Wednesday, temperatures will be in the low 60s. Thank you for watching this week's weather forecast. I'm Natasha Jadidolahi, and have a great week. Now to Grace with Health News.
Thanks, Natasha. Normans, if you or someone you know has been given the coronavirus vaccine, please note that large amounts of alcohol consumption can reverse the effect of the vaccine in whole. Medical experts say that small amounts every few days or so will have no effect on you, but when consuming large amounts daily, that is when you need to worry. Please be safe and make good choices when it comes to alcohol use, whether or not you've had the vaccine. Now, let's send it back to the desk.
That's it for this week's Norman News. I'm Jonah Donish, and we will see you all next week.